For the record, it's actually Zoe. But, you know, it's cool, whatever. It's just my name. Alright. When you call, there is a disconnect. As if someone on the other line were feeding you dialogue in a foreign tongue. When I try to mention it, I hear your smile on the other end. As you try to talk a big game while throwing around words the way a monkey throws his own dirty deeds. I know that sometimes you like to wear a suit of nonchalance and puff your chest out like a rooster with criminal intent, but when you disrobe, you're more like a newborn deer in the middle of rush hour traffic. It caught me by surprise because I always thought that guys saved their rawest moments for the showers. And meanwhile, I am still dressed in the heavy layers of thick skin that I wear through harsh winters of heartless love affairs where men use hooks of formal pleasantries to tug at the inside of my cheeks and reel me into their late night fantasies, and I couldn't stand to listen to yet another pompous answering machine. But you are not like the others. You might have the devil on your tongue, but you have the quivering lip before the first burst of laughter. And I am stunned. I am speechless at the way your hands ask permission to touch. You please, and you may I, the way that my curves respond to your fingertips that mend the cracks in my back, and I cannot help but whisper thank you for treating me like a pilgrimage rather than conquered territory. Our voices line up with our limbs that wrap around each other like a French braid, and we kiss hard. Like you're trying to confess your sins into the outline of my mouth. There are no pretenses left, no forced language filled with remorse, no need to fake it, and no dial tone. Later on, I'm left lying in a bed of stolen covers, watching the waves underneath your chest rise and fall like the calm before a storm. You say, "Come here," and throw me across your body like a puppet with no strings attached. You hearken me back to a time of housewives who let their hair down for the gentleman who calls her by her maiden name. And maybe later on, we'd laugh the sun awake, and maybe I'd cook breakfast in a slip dress while coiling the curly wire in between my fingertips, knowing that this is a conversation. I'm yours, all encompassed, just because you ask nicely, just because you remind me of the buried notion that chivalry might not be dead, but instead just has really shitty phone reception. I know you don't like to use the phone much, but if you get a chance, be a gentleman and call me sometime.